Hello, Exiles. This is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and welcome to day 4.5, I'm going to say, of my solo self-found Ice Blades Trickster, featuring Heatshiver as the primary damage scaling mechanic. So I'm about to do my first tier 16. I'm level 90, making some good progress. I actually wasn't going to make a video today, one, because I was just going to chill and take a break. Two, I had family friends that I hadn't seen in like 7 years visit yesterday, so I kind of wanted to visit with them, so I didn't get to play as much, so I hadn't made as much progress. But this morning I actually made a very considerable amount of progress, and I thought I would feel bad because I'm probably going to hit another huge progress spike shortly if I did not make a video kind of explaining, since I wanted this to be a step by step with all of my thought processes and everything. I did complete all of the yellow maps and a decent amount of red maps. I'm currently at 93 out of 115. Haven't gotten that many more unique maps compared to what I have gotten, but once again, I have a lot of scouting reports, so I'll be able to do that. I'm about to do my very first tier 16, this Ramparts, so you'll get to see me do that. I also have a mastermind I could do, but I'll probably wait on that a little bit. There's nothing I immediately need, and I want to set up my set up everything so that I can get like good crafts, as far as like I want an Aisling craft. I want to get high percentage on an armor that I'm actually going to use. I'll go over the gear and everything, but first, as usual, I'll go ahead and do a map demo. I'm not going to add anything to it. I have been occasionally adding abysses to the map for reasons I've explained previously, but what I will do, since I'm currently working on some of these things, is I'll go ahead and throw Searing Exarch on this so that I can get closer to doing that. I beat the mini bosses for both the, I don't remember what they're called, but you know, both of the influence mini bosses for Eater of Worlds and Searing Exarch. They were kind of a pain, honestly. They weren't super smooth, but I was a lot weaker, lower damage than I am right now. I made some big damage upgrades, and I'll talk about that. I've actually had 2 weapon upgrades in the meantime. I'll go over my previous one that I ROG crafted, and then this one that I believe I ended up actually, I think I just found it and crafted some stuff. All right, so we got a delirium again. Maybe I'm actually using the delirium jewel that I found on the last video, and I crafted that up, and I'll also talk about how I did that, because it is something you can semi-deterministically craft. We got ourselves a omniphobia right away here. I've added, yeah, this might take a while. In fact, it'll probably waste my entire delirium. One thing you can do though, oop, wow, okay, I almost died. I should probably like grab some other mobs here. Maybe I can't do a tier 16 omniphobia yet. But if I grab other mobs, I'll get more sustain and build up my charges and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll see how it goes. I actually got one of the cluster jewels from a tier 14 omniphobia earlier, and I might actually be able to use it. We'll see. But let's see if I can actually kill this before the delirium fog runs out, because it would be cool to get a really nice unique jewel from this or something. So, oh, it's starting to fade. No. Okay, well, that was kind of a waste. But yeah, we don't quite have DPS to kill a tier 16 omniphobia just yet, but that's okay. No biggie. No big deal. All right, so at least try to get, there you go. Okay, it's just jewelry and weapons anyway, so it's not a huge loss. I'll try to go ahead regardless, so that I could have like kited him forward and bought myself a little bit of time. I haven't spec'd into delirium, so the delirium fog dissipates pretty quickly. Currently, I do not have maxed level support gems, which is part of the reason why my damage wasn't good enough to kill that. There you go. So I just basically, I sold all of my support gems with the GCP in order to get the additional quality. So they're all, I think, like level 17 now, 18, somewhere around there. So I'm missing levels on them, but I actually have more DPS overall, despite that, because the quality is very handy for damage. Although I'm losing a lot of flat damage by having a level 18 Ice Bite compared to a level 20. Might have been better to just spam 20 GCPs at it, but I needed to use those for other things like leveling up my Frost Blades. Oh yeah, I have 100% spell suppression too, and I'll talk about that. I was able to get to that through Itziri. I actually am using Itziri's step right now, so that's kind of cool. I've got a loot filter that drops, as I mentioned last time, shows white onyx amulets, but I keep overlooking them because, you know, I don't have them highlighted. I should probably highlight them. So I haven't actually gotten a lot of those to chance. Still don't have my Yoke of Suffering yet. Made some pretty decent Atlas skill tree changes. Okay, so got a 5 link. I don't think any of this is going to be any good for me. Check out the boots at least. Nope. All right. Cool. Get all this stuff. I'm still picking up Imperial Claws because I did luck into my last upgrade with just a drop, and I could do even better. Basically, I just found a claw. The claw that I'm currently wearing had tier 2 attack speed and cold damage on it. I believe it was like a 4 property one. The other one's like poison or something irrelevant. And then I just crafted a crit chance onto it. We'll do the boss here. This boss does a lot of physical spell damage. I don't know if we can freeze a tier 16 boss yet. I guess we'll find out. Looks like we did freeze him, but we can't perma-freeze him yet. I do have something that's helping with the freeze though, and I'll go over that. I was ROG crafting some jewels. I already have one of these and I'm not going to use it. I'll still pick it up though. Elk shards are nice. Also, it might be a well-rolled one. It's not. 113 damage percent. Okay, so let's just go ahead and vendor this. Take a look at this Imperial Claw. It is very bad. Still picking up jewelry. One of the things that I'm going to talk about is the importance of having like alternate sets of jewelry. Oh, this is good. This is a really good ring. Look at that. Chaos resist on an amethyst ring, double resist cold damage to attacks. I will probably be using that at some point. I need to figure out how it fits into the rest of my gear set, but wow, it's a nice upgrade, potentially. Almost certainly. It's eye level 85. I also have a eye level 86 amethyst ring here. Got another scouting report. So lots of cool stuff there. So as usual, I'll go kind of in the same order. Gear. Obviously, I'm still running the Heatshiver, still running this exact same amulet, still running the same armor, so I'll kind of go over the same things. This ring I have needed to upgrade forever, and perhaps that one that I just got is just what I need to do it. I'll need to see how my resistances balance out. Currently, I am overcapped on resistances, so I can run like elemental weakness, as well as when I start doing shrines. Influence shrines, I'll be able to actually have those kind of pan out because some of them give a large amount of minus resist, so having overcapped resistances is nice. This ring is new. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cold damage, a little bit of elemental damage to attacks, some resistances, and I just crafted cold and chaos. I'm a little lacking in chaos, but I have it from a kind of unexpected source at the moment. Gloves are identical, haven't changed those. I've been getting a lot of high tier Stygian vices because I am farming abysses. So I have this level 88 one, level 86. The one I'm wearing is level 84. So I have a lot of Stygian vice crafting bases. I could probably get rid of a few, but I'm not going to for a reason I'll talk about later. Itziri's Step is probably the most important upgrade or change to the build that I have. Very cool there. I have a new shield. This one gave me like attack speed and chaos resistance stuff, but this one has more life, more resistances. It's pretty good overall, honestly. It's got the small amount of spell suppression chance, which I don't think I actually needed. I think even without that, I have 100%. Yep. So that's irrelevant. I have this Abyss Jewel that I got, which is just a lot of damage. I got rid of the one with the double cold damage one, because the cold damage from the singular higher tier mod is almost as much as the other two were combined, and then it has a bunch of other generic damage on it. So since I don't have yoke already, the lightning damage might help me shock a little bit. Not really, but it might. Oh, and finally, the claw. Claw, I got this one. It was just a 4 mod that dropped. It's okay, tier 3 attack speed, tier 2 cold damage, and I just crafted crit chance onto it. So this is, nothing spectacular, but it's pretty good for now. At least it has crit chance, attack speed, and cold damage, which are my 3. Like, ideally, you want all 3 of these. The upgrade that I had previously is this ROG crafted one, which is kind of weird, and you can see it doesn't have crit chance or attack speed, but it has tier 1 cold damage and tier 2 elemental damage with attack skills. So it was actually, and it has tier 2 crit multi as well, max rolled. So my plan was to take this, and I didn't have any annul orbs at the time, but I was going to, and I don't think I need to do this anymore, and I don't think I want to waste my annul on this anymore. But my plan is, if I didn't get a better one, I was going to use this, and I had a bunch of ways I could improve this. So I basically had a 50-50 shot. Tier 1 accuracy, but I don't really need that anymore. I could have dropped accuracy from other slots, though, with this. But my plan was to drop an annul on this, and if I got rid of either the stun duration, accuracy rating, I could craft on attack speed, and if I got rid of the fire damage, I could put on penetration. The downside to that second thing, if I crafted on penetration on the fire damage, is that I would have a 1.5 base attack speed claw, which feels really bad. Like, I have a 1.92 on this one, so I'd much rather have that. And obviously I'll be looking to get 2 attacks per second on a claw base ASAP. Like, I have some, like this level 85 Imperial Claw, and once again I've accumulated a bunch of essences, including 5 Shrieking Essences of Zeal. So I'll be able to do that. In fact, just for fun, I'm gonna spam these on it, see if I can hit anything good. Nope. I got cold damage on that one, but not what I want. This is also a pretty low cold damage. If I get either crit chance or cold damage high tier, it could be good. Yeah, nothing this time, but I also need divines so that I can metacraft something like that. With the I'll try to get like the suffixes, and then do suffixes can't be changed and craft it that way, something like that. But at the moment, unfortunately, no upgrade on the video this time. So that's pretty much the gear changes. This should be good enough to, like I said, or like I showed you, good enough to farm tier 16s. Not going to be good enough to do the pinnacle bosses yet. Going to need a little bit something more, but yeah, pretty solid for the moment. Skill tree wise, okay, so some people asked me, and I don't know if I mentioned what bandit I killed. I actually initially helped Alira, and I used that for all the way up until this morning, and then I swapped over to kill all. And the way you do that after the fact is you can change your bandit rewards at any time. You need 20 regret orbs, and in the case of changing to kill all, you need an onyx amulet, which you vendor them and you get a book of regret or something. You get some sort of book that changes your bandit quest reward. So I did that, and just to let you know, for the other ones, Lyra is going to be an intelligence amulet, the lapis amulet, amber amulet for oak, and Crichton. I don't remember what the third guy's name is, but if you want him for some reason, you take a dex amulet with the 20 regrets. It's kind of the same recipe, just a different amulet. So big changes to the skill tree though. So I got out of all of this. I don't need the attack speed for coordination anymore. So instead I took the 3 points to go through here instead of the 4 points to go through here. And that allowed me to kind of disconnect that, saved me 1 point there. I also decided to get out of these elemental damage ones and go over there to get me an extra point. This saves me as well. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before trickery, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it also leads up here, making going to Claws of the Falcon, so that saves me a point as well. So I saved myself 2 points by doing that, plus obtained 2 additional points by changing my bandit quest. I'm still not running Grace. I still haven't found a Shaper Shield, unfortunately, but big upgrades here. Cluster Jewels added. So this is the attack damage jewel I found in yesterday's video, so you can go watch that during the map thing. I actually found this. What I did, it's only item level 78, so I can't get the 3% attack speed on it, so I just have 2% attack speed. But basically, just tossed it in here in the Horticrafting station, and I used the red essences, reforge a rare item with random modifiers, including an attack modifier. That'll give me the attack speed. And then I just did that until I got other good mods. And I actually got incredibly lucky with this. This is really good. So first of all, I got Feed the Fury, which is a really solid one. It gives me 15% attack speed while leeching, which is crazy, along with 30% damage while leeching. So this is actually really, really good node. And then the other ones I got besides the attack speed, Chaos Resist, which I desperately needed, and increased damage, 3% increased damage. I don't believe you can roll 4% until item level 84 jewels. So this is literally the best, pretty much the best possible jewel I could get. It took me quite a lot of life force, but I think it took me a couple thousand life force to get this, but I did end up getting it. Maybe it didn't even take me that much, but I don't know. It was pretty lucky. This is a lucky find. As far as the medium cluster, I also crafted the crit chance one that I had from the other day. I just got Basics of Pain and Quick Getaway. I think these are fine, honestly. Basics of Pain is one that I usually craft because it's just generically good. You could get one of the crit multi ones too, but right now I was lacking more in crit chance, or at the time at least, than crit multi. Getting plenty of crit multi. Quick Getaway is just generically good. It's got attack speed, crit chance. The movement speed is nice too, I guess. Biggest upgrades I made, I got 2 really excellent jewels, one of which, actually I crafted both of them with Rog. Rog is amazing for jewels, by the way. Basically what you do is you reset Rog. I'll just show you and then I'll explain it actually. So I got this one, and it's got crit multi, attack speed, and attack damage with the shield, and even area damage, which scales the damage from the explosion from Herald of Ice, which improves our clear. So, 3 really good modifiers and 1 semi-beneficial one. Then I have this one, which I had before. It's just attack speed and damage with one-handed weapons. It's not that good. Damage recoup is a bonus, but in that small of amount, it doesn't affect us too much. This one is another one that I was using before. It's just crit multi with one-handed weapons, melee crit multi, and I need the strength, or I did need the strength. I think I don't anymore because I actually got this one. This is the really good one. So this one's got crit multi with cold skills, attack speed with a shield, and then freeze duration. I finally got some additional freeze duration. I really needed this. I hope to get at least one more jewel similar-ish to this. Hopefully with life as well, but if not, that's fine. Basically, a couple of beneficial stats other than freeze duration, and then freeze duration is good enough. So, yeah, this is really nice. It was a huge benefit. I'll probably get another jewel slot and try to get another Rog craft. I'm also looking for another medium cluster. I'm specifically looking for the ailment duration one, so that we can get a couple of really good things that, like the one that gives increased ailment duration, and the one that gives you a power charge when you chill a shocked enemy. But I can't really use that until I get Yoke of Suffering. The way that I am going to generate power charges, though, is with Assassin's Mark, which I've started to quality. I didn't really go over the skill gems. I still haven't hit level 20 again with this Frost Blades that I bricked corrupting last time. And yeah, I just qualityed my elemental damage with attacks, Nightblade, Multi-Strike, and Ice Bite. my damage went way down after I reduced these to level 1, so I just went and farmed white maps for a while until they leveled up again. I did some magic finding in tier 3, like defiled cathedrals, I think. I did not quality hypothermia. It's not that important, and I might replace it later with either like Trinity, crit multi, or something else. So hypothermia is not necessarily a one that you need to prioritize. The other thing that I also qualityed is Herald of Ice. Excuse me. So I qualityed this up. It gives buff grants increased cold damage as well. And same thing, I lost a lot of damage lowering this. So yeah, I went down and farmed white tier maps. And I think that might be all of the major changes. I had to temporarily take Survivalist. I'll probably just keep it for now. But those 2 points are available to be moved around if necessary. It's just kind of nice. It's like good, but not great, I would say most of the time. The max cold resist is nice to have. It gives a good amount of resist and a good amount of evasion. So there's that. I temporarily spec'd out of the accuracy mastery that gave precision increased mono reservation efficiency because I don't need it until I am switching over to Grace, which I'm not going to do until I do get that Shaper Shield. So that's pretty much all the changes, I think. Yeah, that looks right. I don't entirely remember, but I think that is the case. You can compare it to yesterday's POB if you'd like. So Atlas skill tree, I respec'd out of all of the Kirac stuff. Went through here. I started getting the Strongbox stuff, so I have twice tempted now, as well as, very importantly, Secret Operations. Secret Operations is very, very good because we're going to need a lot of Scarabs later on. And yeah, Operative Strongboxes drop Scarabs. And then we got Tamper-Proof as well. I also picked up Stream of Consciousness just because I'm not using Scarabs or anything at the moment, so I may as well get the extra stuff on that. I finished out the Legion stuff, Chain of Command, Protracted Battle, War Supplies, Face Off, and Emblematic. Got Heart of the Grove. I'm gonna so the next thing I'm getting, because I am doing a lot more expedition now, I'm gonna get Ancient Writings and then go over the top here and grab Distinguished Demolitionist. And I'm also going to pop in here and get Buried Knowledge. So I'm just going to go up through this harvest stuff around and get Buried Knowledge. Other than that, I think once I have all of that, that's like the perfect tier 16, like entry level tier 16 this tree will be, with the including the expedition, especially for solo self-bound. Basically ideal. I also might just get Flash Breach because it makes breaches less annoying, and I haven't blocked them and probably don't really plan on blocking breaches because they're kind of nice. But Flash Breach will make them a lot better. So probably do that. Spec'd out of Enriched Entities because I'm not doing that much Magic Find. If I do a lot of Magic Finding again, I'll spec back into those. I do have really cool Magic Find gear, so I actually got this from Rog as well. God, Rog's so good. So this ring has 37 rarity on it, extremely high lightning resist, very high intelligence, some cold damage to attacks, and tier 1 life. I mean, honestly, it's pretty much perfect Magic Find ring, and it's great if I ever need to fix my lightning resist or intelligence in some way. And then I'm still running this, same helmet, same, everything else is kind of the same. I also found this 63 Chaos Resist 41 rarity that I was considering using as well as a Magic Find one, and I might do so if I can fit it. This one I can probably get rid of, but I'm going to hold around just in case I need to. It's all about like just balancing the resistances. That's why I have a bunch of this like extra gear around. I like to, if I need to switch into an upgrade, I like being able to kind of swap around my gear a little bit to make sure all of my resistances are tidy. Got another 6 link from a Geomancer's Incubator. I tried to craft it with the chromatic orbs in the bench with at least 3 green sockets, but I need either excuse me, I need either 3 green, 2 red, 1 blue, or 3 or 4 green, 2 red, one of those two. So I haven't been able to hit that yet. I've used like 360 chromatics on it so far. I also got this T100 coronal leather, which I stupidly wasted. I really made a mistake here. So even though I had prepared a lot of things, I made a big mistake. Last night I'm like, I'm feeling lucky. So I took my, at the time, roughly 350 fusings, and I threw it at those. Now that's like a quarter of the way to just being able to guarantee benchcraft this into a 6-link. And I should have done that. And the primary reason, so 6 links is 1500 fusings. I should have just kept saving my fusings, because if I do not get another evasion based 6-link, because you want evasion, whether it be hybrid armor evasion, intelligence evasion, or just pure evasion, I need my armor to be able to roll spell suppression for later on. So yeah, it was stupid to waste that. And I also need my armor to not be corrupted so that I can influence craft it with Searing Exarch and Eater of Worlds, which is why I'm wasting all those chromatics on this armor energy shield hybrid. Because if I can get that, all I need is to be able to craft the Fortify chance onto my body armor, and that'll shoot my defenses through the roof. Like, having Fortify is night and day. And then the other one can be offensive, whether that be aura scaling or crit multi. Like, there's a lot of good offensive crafts that you can get on the body armor as well, on top of the Fortify on hit. So that's the reason I'm doing that. I'm kind of saving these mirrored tablets right now, because I'm at the stage right now, until I get Fortify and a little bit more damage, it's hard for me to do like the really high difficulty, like the 10 plus, especially at level 80 plus mirror tablets. So I'm kind of just saving these until I progress a little bit farther. But and then I'll just do them all at once, get a bunch of rewards, get all of my mirror tablet crafting stuff done. So that'll be pretty nice. Chaos resist is still only -29. I want to get that to at least positive, so that, oh, and speaking of, I also got the I started getting my Pantheon stuff. So I got unaffected by burning ground. That's really nice. So now I just wear this ball mapping. There's a lot of annoying burning ground, and I don't have to deal with it. I got the first, I don't have a Void Anomaly. I believe Void Anomaly you capture from Grotto. Is that right? Or is it it's one of these ones up here. Yeah, it's Grotto. And I don't have a Grotto yet, I don't think. Tier 15. Yeah, no Grotto. I can try to get a Grotto but I only have 4 Orbs of Horizon. I used those to help complete my earlier maps, so I don't have a lot of them. I can probably get some from Tujin here if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about Rog real quick. So one of the things you can do with Rog, he's really great for crafting jewels. You just take and go in and you try to find 2 mods that are either suffixes or prefixes that you can use. In this case, they're not lined up, but I have 2 rerolls, so let's see if I'm lucky enough to get one. All right, damage with one-handed weapons and attack speed, and those are both prefixes, so I'll do this one. All right, so I take this jewel, I do this. I don't want remove all prefix, but we can reroll suffix. So it kind of alternates usually between removing or rerolling prefixes and suffixes. So I can keep the ones that I want, which is the attack speed and damage in this case, and then reroll the other one. So I just skip, add a suffix, accuracy crit chance. This is all right. I could just take this, but I'm going to get greedy. Boy, that's not great. I'm just gonna, because the cups are pretty cheap and you can't skip 2 in a row, I am just gonna upgrade this. Same thing here. Reroll prefixes, reroll suffixes, and let's see what we got. Just 2 damage mods and a lot of resistance. I am gonna hold on to this. It's not great. It would have been really good like 2 days ago, but currently I can use this if I need the extra resistances and still want some damage. So I am gonna hold on to that, but Yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. You just try to find two isolated mods for jewels and everything. So I've mostly been doing rod crafting for specifically, and it's the same kind of thing. You don't want to just craft on any base. You want to find something that already has stuff that you want. So here I could be like, oh, maybe I need accuracy. It's very low tier, but you can upgrade the tiers. But these are so low that the chances that I would get something good are not great. So I probably wouldn't try this, even though it's got 3 mods that are pretty good for me. But yeah, that's pretty much how you use Rog. He's really great for progressing, and I would highly recommend Expedition for solo self-found or league start, specifically because Rog can progress your gear really fast, especially your jewels. And you can actually make good profit crafting jewels and selling them in the beginning of a trade league. So that's another reason to do Expedition. So cool stuff there. Yeah, so let's talk about different plans. So yeah, Itziri's step I just farmed Itziri. I did explain before, but I'll kind of explain again. If you're farming Itziri, you have to swap Elemental Mastery over to reduced elemental damage taken, and then swap over to Soul of Yugal, and then you won't instantly kill yourself, which I definitely have a couple of times to the reflect from Itziri when she splits into 4 from the mirrors. So that's how you farm Itziri with this build, and Uber Itziri as well before you get Awakened Elemental Damage. I don't think I really got too many notable uniques. I haven't really magic found at all in the last day or so. So I don't think I have anything super notable to show off there like I have the last couple of days. I'll go over my resources. These are my essences. I kind of showed those off there. These are my oils. I'm starting to get some delirium orbs. I got an opal ring, which is cool. I'll definitely be crafting that at some point. It's item level 82, which I think is good enough for most things. I'm waiting until I get 4 turbulent catalysts so that I can throw those on there, and then I'll start spamming essences on it. Starting to get some more, and I do have a couple. I have a blight map, so not a lot. I'm probably gonna have to focus on blight at some point so I can get the anoints that I want. Still not a lot of fossils. I got some Vol gems that I'm holding on to just in case. I did also get a Vol, where are you, Ancestral War Chief, which I'm leveling kind of. I need to get strength, which might not happen until I start farming legions. Oh, another important thing. I got, as you can see here, this said 2. I got 2 Pit of the Chimera, so I got my first Shaper Guardian map set up here. So once I get to the point where I start farming those, I'll have those available. I have currently 3 emblems. I'm going to I might farm them at 3, but I might wait until 4. 3 will be a lot easier, but my chances of getting a Timeless Jewel are lower. We'll see how many I get and how I'm feeling power level wise. Only have 1 more Divine Vessel. Still a ways off from Uber Itziri. Scarabs, I'm starting to get some more now, and I'll get a lot more of these in the next day or 2. There will be a lot of Scarabs before I get to the point where I'm going to start using them. So that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of Onyx Amulets yet because I'm really bad at paying attention and picking them up. And here's my currency tab. I've been spending all of my exalts as I get them. I've gotten like 4 or 5 exalts, and I keep spending them on everything. Don't have any divines yet. I haven't had a single raw divine. Couple veiled chaos. Yeah, that is pretty much everything. So hope you enjoyed. Don't know exactly. I guess maybe I'll do afternoon again tomorrow, so it's like a full day in between these. But instead of the morning, we'll see how I'm feeling. If I make a lot of progress tonight, I might just do it right away in the morning. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye.